What is going on, guys? Audio Stocks here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, make sure to stay till the end of the video because we have a ton of stuff to go over, and I'm going to update you on everything that there is to update you on, so you don't have to watch another update video here on YouTube. All I ask in return is please hit the like, hit the subscribe button. It's free. It helps me out. Let's get into the video. As many of you know, we track these cycles with AMC, and they map out a peak or a low on the stock. Most of the time a peak. However, we did have the inverse one play out when AMC dropped out of that bullish pattern when we thought it was going to break higher than $70. Instead, it broke to the downside. Now, each time this cycle peaks, AMC peaks. There's no way around it. The cycle is insanely accurate. It's absolutely nuts. Now, in my opinion, it's very hard to keep watching the price decline. We're down 4.33% on the day, and I know it's hard for some of you guys to see your accounts deteriorating. A lot of you guys just want to get out, break even. A lot of you guys just want to get out when we hit back up above double digits, and I don't blame you. However, I'm in this till moon or zero. Point is, every time AMC peaks between 40 to 50 days after, AMC is right around mid to a third of the cycle, and it hits a low. See it right here, see it back here, and back here. These are all of the times AMC hits a low after the cycle plays out, after the peak plays out. So I personally am going to start just playing the stock, playing the algorithms, playing the market makers, playing the hedge funds, because what's happening right now is we don't have regulation. We don't have rules that help retail. Essentially, these hedge funds, these bigger players are just getting bailed out, and they're getting to do whatever they want to do. So around April 14th to April 12th, I'm going to grab long-term calls. That is when I assume AMC is going to hit a low. I don't know how it's going to play out. I don't know if it's going to ping pong back and forth until then and then get a flash crash to the downside. I don't know if it's going to slightly sell off, hug this trend line, retest it, etc., etc. However, this is something that could potentially play out, right? Come down to the low at $1.91, and that could be the last cycle we play through before getting that major move to the upside. Of course, I wouldn't want to see that low of the stock, but right now, these cycles are insanely accurate. I plan on just betting a ton of money every single time this hits a low, and I'm going to be disclosing when that happens in Discord, which is linked in the description. Moving on, Antera grabbed puts. They acquired puts on AMC. It's not that big of a deal. Hedge funds have to hedge, but a lot of people are freaking out about this, and quite frankly, they must have made a decent amount of money on this for grabbing puts, seeing that AMC has continuously fell. But you let me know what you think in the comments down below. Moving on, 24.34% short interest on AMC, and utilization maxed out with the cost to borrow very high at 345 for an average. So short sellers are paying almost 3.5 times their position, and the max is at 348 with a minimum of 305%. So no short seller is paying less than 3 times their position to borrow shares against AMC. As for APE, 6.46% short interest, utilization is right around 80%, and the cost to borrow is sitting around 10%. Now, this is all speculation. I definitely don't agree with some of these things, but I want your opinion down below, because this speculation can be sort of logical in a way, or it could just be blown way out of proportion. So this was posted on Twitter. Synthetic shares did not get voting rights, only real shares did. Synthetic shares didn't receive APE as a dividend. No vote equals no APE. Synthetic holders now must cover their fake and buy a real share to replace that fake sold into the market. Synthetics must be replaced on both AMC and APE side. Shorters are 4 times more short because of APE. The 10-to-1 reverse split makes the situation even worse for shorters, as AMC shares will be even harder to find at a more expensive price. Synthetics held prior to the vote are now 4 times 10 equals 40 times more scarce. Adam Aaron just made AMC 40 times more difficult to find and cover. Shorts with synthetics are 40 times more screwed. Again, all speculation, because there's no way to tell if this is factual. There's no way to tell if they have to cover synthetics. There's no way to tell if they didn't get voting rights. There's no way to tell some things that they said in here, but I do want to know your thoughts in the comments down below. Touching on AMC on Stock Tracker real quick, 7,000 calls compared to 328,000 puts expiring in the money. This week, we got stomped. We got curb stomped hard, and we kind of saw that coming. The market makers, hedge funds, they bet over 1 million contracts this expiration, and we saw it happening for a while now, that they were going to bet this thing was going to tank. Plus, they held up the conversion and the split with that lawsuit, that Allegheny lawsuit on AMC. Now, GameStop is in this falling channel, which is usually bullish, usually gets a bullish break to the upside after descending for quite a bit. It's sitting at $16.26, down 3% on the day. And I'm essentially looking for a bounce right around $15.50 for GameStop. I don't see this going too much lower. I do still hold my calls. And if you want to know when I add more, make sure to join the Discord down below. According to Stock Tracker, 60% of GameStop's free flow is now DRS with a short percentage fee at 9.7%, which is not too high. Again, there's not much volume happening on GameStop. Once AMC and these other stocks move like Bed Bath & Beyond, I think GameStop will correlate as well. Now, banks have borrowed $165 billion from the Federal Reserve facilities over the last week, and here are a checklist of liquidations currently. And don't worry, just like yesterday's video of bankruptcy bingo, there are more to come. Now, this is insane. 2023 is already the worst year for bank runs in US history, measured by deposits held by failing banks. SVB and Signature had $263 billion in deposits combined, already more than the deposits exposure of failed banks in 2008. On top of that, effective Monday, March 20th, which is very, very scary, SIBO Global Indices will update the threshold period used in the index filtering algorithm for the SIBO Volatility Index, aka VIX, ticker symbol VIX, which measures the volatility in the overall market. SIBO Global Indices reviews the thresholds at minimum annually to consider the reflection of market conditions and may, in its discretion, change the thresholds as a result. You can see right here, new threshold period 2 minutes and 5 minutes. Is this an indication that the market is about to die? Why would they implement this, and why would they make it effective Monday, March 20th, guys? In my opinion, the SPY is not looking hot. This morning I called out a double top, and it was a beautiful call out in Discord. Hopefully some of you caught that. The SPY is trading at $390.47 currently as I'm making this video, down a 1.5%. We came up to the top of this demand zone right around 395, got rejected, and now we're trading back in this channel as well. I'm watching for a clean break under 388, 381.50, and then essentially 375.50 before the SPY finds another low. In my opinion, they're doing their best to bail banks out, which we are going to talk about more in a minute, and they are trying to keep things under control, but it is still not looking good. Now that you made it halfway through today's video, make sure to pop in the Discord link under the video, and also today's sponsor, Moomoo, includes AMC. So a huge thank you to Moomoo for sponsoring today's video. If you're looking for a free broker to start trading, I have the exact one for you. On top of being free, it has a ton of amazing features, plus you can get up to 17 free stocks using my link and signing up and making a deposit. I'm going to leave that link under the video. I'm going to take AMC for an example since I talk about it a lot on the channel. There's a new industry chain feature that Moomoo just added, which allows you to track the supply chain of a company. All you have to do is go to market section and click industrial chain, pick movie, and then you are able to check each step of an industry's supply chain. Now there's a new limited time deal. Once you sign up and deposit $100, you're going to get 2 free AI stocks, which is a hot sector right now. Either ticker symbols AI or BBAI, plus 5 more free stocks. And if you deposit $1,000 or more, you have the opportunity to receive 17 total free stocks. So guys, I'm going to leave that link under the video so you guys can go hit that link, sign up, and make a deposit. Now, Fed balance sheet jumps to $8.69 trillion on March 15th from $8.39 trillion on March 8th, seeing that they added $300 billion to their balance sheet in 1 week. Make no mistake, they can use semantics and government doublespeak all they want, but the facts remain the same. This is a bailout. On top of that, CEO of JP Morgan, the world's largest bank, met with the Treasury Secretary Yellen to talk about the banking crisis and First Republic today. Following that up, First Republic Bank received $30 billion, but from which banks? Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Citigroup, JP Morgan all gave them $5 billion, and Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, and MS gave them $2.5 billion, while PNC, USB, STT, TFC, and BK all gave $1 billion. Now, basically, in my opinion, what this looks like is they met, they talked about the banking crisis, and they said, yo, if we help them out, that is the only way out of this, because if they go down, we eventually go down, right? So in my opinion, this was just a bank bailout to save another bank. For example, if you're going down, it might take me down in the future, so I'm not going to let that happen. But you guys let me know your thoughts down below. Touching on another bank, that is not good. WFC failed to make a payment on a money market security, means they're very cash poor. Expect this SPY rally won't last overnight. So on top of everything we went over, True Demon assumes that the SPY is going to dump as well. Plus, Wells Fargo failed to have the liquidity to make a payment. Now, Silicon Valley Bank officially filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, so that is out of the dust. Silicon Valley Bank is fucked, and now these other banks are getting fucked as well. Plus, Mark Zuckerberg warns in Meta layoffs announcement to prepare for a new economic reality that could last many years. Is another scary thing to say the least. To close out the video, Treasury Department will replace 52-week bill 912796CP2 with new CUSIP number 912797LL9 effective at market close today. Probably nothing. You guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. Suspicious or not? Is the SPY going to dump or not? How will AMC and GameStop follow? This is what I got for you guys for today's video. Hopefully you found value out of the video or enjoyed watching. I love you all. Lottery Stocks out.